Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion, and I'm joined by David,
What's up? What's up?
Lillian,
Yep.
and Emmett.
Yo.
And today we are back with another installment of our Let's Talk Basketball series. Today we are talking about the Orlando Magic. So like we start all of these, give me your highs and lows. What's the highest we think they can be, and what's the lowest?
The highest for the Magics, honestly, I say look without Miles in the situation. I'll say obviously a little bit over the Hornets. Probably or tied with them. Say probably the highest round play in around 9 seed. Then lowest, obviously the lowest of the lows. So. But I don't think they'll be the bottom of the sea.
Emmett, Lillian, y'all got a response?
I'm not going. Playing, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, no, I definitely do agree. But I just love that David just said above the Hornets. That made my day.
I said without Miles, keyword.
Wiles ain't playing this year. He's not playing. Simple. Anyway, so this Magic's team drafted at number 2, right? Pablo Banchero. We saw him have a
Pablo.
What's his Paulo Banchero. I said his last name right. All right, but we saw him have an electric summer league, and like we've seen him just become a force for this Magic's team. So what do we? So here at this Magic, they have some really good young talent. Jalen Suggs, RJ Hampton, Markelle Fultz, who's been better in recent times. Cole Anthony from UNC. So a lot of these, and I'm sure I'm missing a couple, but Franz Wagner. I'm sure a lot of these guys are young and talented. Like, talk to me about some of these guys, Joe.
All right, here's my favorite one. I've come with stats and everything. Franz Wagner. I fully believe he would have been a Rookie of the Year candidate if he played for anybody else. But had a career high 38 last year on 60% shooting. Led rookies in scoring, was tied for third in clutch scoring by rookies, and made all-rookie first team. So Franz Wagner is my favorite player on this team. I think that the addition of Paolo Banchero out of Duke, along with Cole Anthony, and I think Caleb Houston played well in the summer league. I'm hesitant to see how that translates to the real NBA, but also we'll be seeing the return of John Isaac this year, theoretically. That's assuming he doesn't get hurt again.
I wholeheartedly agree with the Franz Wagner take. I was like the biggest fan of him, and he was my favorite prospect in the draft. And I was like, he should be a dark horse to go top 5. And I'm like, obviously there's takes that I'm wrong, but this one I was completely right. I think he was so just all around great, and I think all around talent is what the Magic have gotten. Like, I was a big fan of doing Paolo 1 overall or first overall over the other two, just because the other two had some like question marks on certain parts of their game, but Paolo's kind of got it all that you need in a top prospect. So I'm like, this will be a fun team to watch, like, provided that the coach will play the young guys instead of guys like Terrence Ross, and they don't have Robin Lopez anymore. But like, I think they can gel well together. Some of them had experience playing with each other for a couple of years, so I think playing's definitely achievable.
But I feel with the Magic, it's so weird. Always in the lottery, but can't they have all these first round guys who can't go nowhere and do anything? But I feel like this year with the addition with Pablo, I feel like they'll turn out like how the Hornets young team is. I feel like they'll turn out how they were last year. But I just feel like, yeah, they'll definitely improve from last year. They got that dog right now. They got that Draymond glue guy.
So yes, this team is there's so many young talents. Like
You got something to say?
no, nothing bad. Okay, so listen, I want you to hear me now. Hear this. Like I personally think this team's gonna be really really interesting to watch. And here it goes again. Like it'll be a good team to watch because I definitely do think they'll go into the play-in, and I think they will. I mean, they can make some noise, and they can probably beat the Hornets. They could probably beat whoever else is at the bottom. But but my opinion is like they have so much potential, and I think they could lead. I mean, they could embrace that potential, and Cole Anthony and the rest of these guys we just named can definitely show that they deserve like to be feared and like and aware and looked at from this team.
I think they're definitely levels over some of the lottery teams we just saw, like the Pistons and the Rockets and the Thunder. Like I think they have more potential than some of those teams. The only team I would say would probably, like, I think them and the Pistons will be in similar situations going to this year. Like they're not completely bottom working their way up. Like they're still in rebuild mode, but they've got guys that have played together and can take that next step to playing area.
Hey, here's what I'll say about the Magic. I think we see a very similar pattern with what happened with the Grizzlies. You've got your Ja Morant and Paolo Banchero. You've got Franz Wagner. You've got Wendell Carter in the paint. You've still got Mo Bamba. You've got all of these young guys, just like the Grizzlies did. You've got some paint protection. You build that team up over time, maybe somebody in free agency next year. You start to see moving from play-in to 6th seed over time. I think the Magic could be like Davion said, an interesting team to watch.
So I think Banchero is like he's such a like strong force. Like he's literally a 6'10", like 3 that is like I feel like he can dominate so many players and dominate like so many positions in this league. And and I'm not gonna say this because like it's really early and he obviously hasn't played a minute in the NBA, but like it's like a young Giannis. Like it's like you see like is he? I mean like body like body type no, but like when like the force that Giannis has, like that's what I'm talking about. Like just how dominant he is. David, you go ahead. You comment on what I just said.
Like I said, he's like a Draymond type player.
Banchero?
I'm not saying as in numbers.
No, I wasn't talking about numbers. I was just I think that's completely false. I don't think he's a Draymond player at all.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
Draymond even said it himself. Like he reminds him of himself. Because if you've seen Banchero play, he plays with that leadership mentality.
I agree.
He plays with hustle, plays with heart. Yeah, he has skill as well. So, I mean, it's just I feel like he'll lead that team. He'll be that vocal leader to that team to try to get that team on the top.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were coming from the perspective of Draymond, like size wise and dominate, like how dominant, like because Draymond was never
play style.
Yeah, play style. I don't think Draymond was never like that type of play style that Banchero is. But we're watching the summer league and watching some of the other things and watching him at Duke. I do agree. Like Banchero is definitely a leader and can definitely be that glue guy for this team. So I don't disagree with you, David. I don't. But so this team is, like we said, it's young. And do we like their head coach is, I don't even know how to say his first name, because I've been murdered the first time I said somebody's name wrong.
Oh, gosh.
Mosley, something like that. What's his last name? So I mean, we saw him last season really kind of playing some of the young guys and developing that team. And do we think he'll like, what's the word? Do we think he can really like develop those young guys that are coming in this season and or on their second or third year in the league?
I thought Clifford was the main, or unless he got fired and he came as an intern.
I don't think Clifford was there long last season. I think he got fired.
Actually, you're right. He was on, I think, some type of other squad.
I don't know much. I don't know enough about Jamal Mosley for the Magic to kind of speak on his coaching style. So I don't really have much to say, but I just like, if nothing else, just throw them on the court, see what they can do and figure it out from there. If you're a bad team, then like that's okay for the Magic. But if you're good, then that's cool too.
Yeah, exactly. Like their expectations aren't high because they are young, but like if something was to happen, like it would make sense, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be super surprised if the Magic did something.
They'll
I
just
agree.
be like, trust the process. Like they know they're young, you know they're gonna
That
get something.
same process that hasn't won them the Sixers anything, that process.
So who do we think is going to be a better team?
I
The
was gonna go-
Pistons or the Magic?
Oh,
That's actually a hard question.
I got an answer.
The Pistons straight up.
I think the Magic.
I say the Magic.
I think the Magic. David, why do you think
Oh,
why do you think
it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close though.
Definitely will be. But David, why do you think the Magic?
The
Or
Pistons.
I mean the Pistons. I'm sorry.
Two key players. All I gotta say. Cade, Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey, he is that dog. He is like John Morant. I'm telling you right now. And you probably look at me stupid, but 5 years from now, you'll be like, oh, David, you were right.
I think 5 years from now, I'll be saying, David, you are wrong. But I mean, so you really think Jaden Ivey is that dominant?
He's that dude.
Is that yeah, like that dude?
Everybody
Like,
wanted him. Like that's for a reason because they see the dog in him.
yeah.
Like even Sacramento wanted him, but obviously he denied. He didn't want to go there. Like every
Nobody
team
wanna go there.
wanted him. There was speculations he was going to drop. Not even drop. He was going to go at least top 3.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think the Magic are the better team out of the two?
Just because they've had some of their core together longer, and like I think the young guys coming in are gonna be able to adjust easier, and they'll kind of find their groove faster than the Pistons will. Just because the Pistons got a lot of guys coming in that are immediately gonna play big minutes. So I just think their chemistry, they have a little bit more chemistry and team experience.
This Magic team was 15th in the East last season. And I definitely think they can jump up at least 3-4 spots. Just because of what they've been doing, and like Emmett just said, that core, that young core that they have, can definitely provide some more wins. Because I mean, at the end of the last season, the Pacers lost 10 in a row, and they haven't been doing anything this offseason. So I think they'll come back in the same form. But yeah, that's just a matter of time. Any final thoughts on the Orlando Magic?
Franz Wagner, he's coming for most improved.
Ball.
Bro, he's not going to touch the court.
You think in
Somebody needs to give him minutes.
in
Bol
Orlando.
hasn't touched the court since the bubble.
Exactly. Do you not think in Orlando, a whole not competitive environment, and Bol, he's trying to figure out himself. That's why he's been in the G League. You think he won't play in Orlando with Mo Bamba? That's gonna be a fun sight to see.
How many minutes, David?
What?
How many minutes?
for Bobo. Honestly, I'll say like really like backup center minutes, like at least good 15 to 20.
Because
no,
they-
and Wendell Carter and Paolo Banchero. He's not getting minutes on that match.
and they gave Mo Wagner a bunch of minutes at center last year too.
He's
I don't know.
garbage time minutes.
And where did it get them? You have Bobo now. They were 15th. Why are you trying to brag on these people? They was 15th dead last in the conference.
They got Bobo for free.
You think
I feel like everybody's gonna break out their shell, but Bobo been in the league longer than most of the Magic team, so I just feel like they'll give him a shot for it.
Bobo has not been in the league that long. He's been in the league 3 years.
3 years.
And most longer than most of the people on the Magic.
He's
Hey,
a vet. He's a vet on the Magic.
And it goes. They got Bobo for
What
free.
team wouldn't want Bobo?
I don't care how long he's been in the league. Most of that time in the league was in the G League.
Because you see, he was on the Nuggets.
I gotta clip that.
He didn't have no time to fit in or shine.
Bro,
Put him on a young team, like if he was a lottery pick, put him on a young team. He'll been probably a star right now. Not a star, but an all-star. But he'll be improving to a star. But he was on the Nuggets. You can't really do nothing behind a star. You can't
I get
see potential.
I understand. I think he just needs he needs to find the right system. And is this team the right system?
I don't know.
I feel like it because I mean you can't really guarantee with Orlando centers you can't really guarantee a starting center. Like obviously it's gonna be some mismatch and stuff. So really I just feel like everybody will get a chance because they obviously want to see what center is their center.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The Orlando starting center is Wendell Carter Jr. He just averaged 15 and 10.
Doesn't he play the 4 more though?
And you can't really I love Wendell because he's my Duke boy. But you can't really trust Wendell because he's been injured. That's why Chicago traded him. That's another downfall. Even with Bobo, injuries. This is like a redemption, like big man team.
All right, but is Bobo better than Wendell Carter Jr. or Mo Bamba?
A big
Is he
man.
better?
Is Bobo better than Wendell Carter and Mo?
Yeah.
I don't think you actually
Wendell
seen
Carter
like.
better.
I think have you actually seen Bobo play? Like
I
actual
watched Bobo play in the bubble. Yes.
No, I'm not talking about.
Actually played.
I'm talking about have you actually seen him play?
Can I say something real quick? Can I intervene real quick?
Like, do you? Go ahead.
So last season he played 14 games.
Who?
Bobo.
For the
You know why?
Celtics?
So wait, let me finish. So I'm gonna say two things. I don't want to hear anybody's voice until I finish talking. So last season he played 14 games. He averaged 2 points with one rebound as a 7'2" giant. Career-wise, he's been in the league for 3 years. He's only played 53 games and averaged 2 minutes with 1 rebound per game. So either it's the system or he's bad. I'll let you figure it out.
No, have you not? He's based off of injury. He's not bad. Like,
So is he injured all the time?
yes.
Then why would I want him on my team?
That's like saying, why would you want Wendell on your team? That's like
Good point.
saying.
I wasn't making the argument.
I mean, it's just basically like y'all don't really know Bobo. Y'all haven't seen him actually play. I haven't been watching him ever since I've been growing up and watching ball. Like I see Bobo play. I'm not even talking about high school. I'm not talking about nothing. I've seen him play against grown men, elite runs, and all this stuff.
So
like
Wendell played 62 games last season, averaging 15 points with 10 boards with 2.8 assists. I mean, that's drastic from what Bobo had.
So
But,
I think
small sample size.
how many minutes per game?
It doesn't matter. Yes.
I think we can say he's the starting center, but David, you think Bobo could potentially flourish into a backup role?
Not even. I just no, because really skill set wise, he's better than Wendell. He's better than Mo and Bobo is really like the same type player. But skill set wise, he's better than Wendell. He can shoot the ball. He can get to the basket. He got a handle. Like he can even distribute. Y'all seen these highlights. in the bubble too. Like, and plus, search up Bobo. Ball. That's all I can say. Wendell, he's my dog. Love him from Duke. Always respect Wendell. But I speak off of real basketball skill and what I see. And what I know, like what makes a team win and what I want in a player.
Here's what I'll say. His real basketball skill couldn't even get him the backup job in Denver. So
Exactly, because you know why? What I just said.
The system.
Like with Wendell, that's why he got traded from the Bulls because of injuries.
And the Nuggets were like the top seed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like you got
It's hard to trust a rookie.
I think that system. I think moral of the story, he just needs to find a team needs to find him that works for his system, that works for his skill set, that they need a stretch. They need a stretch big, and so wherever that is, whether that's Orlando or Sacramento,
Charlotte.
or Charlotte.
Bro, I'm saying when I saw the trade that they made to get Bol Bol, I was like, bro, Charlotte could have done something like that. They gave up a second-round pick for Bol Bol and other things.
And they need a big. So, but anything else before we start talking about the Magic and Bol Bol?
Something that's always bothered me. I don't know why free agents don't want to play in Orlando. Like,
I don't either.
Are you kidding me?
Right? No.
Are you kidding me?
It's kind of like.
I mean, it's also Florida though.
You got Disney World. That's enough.
That's it. That's
it.
literally it.
Yeah.
I'd rather play in Miami then.
Yeah, if I'm playing in
Down the
Florida,
street.
I'm playing in Miami.
I think that's probably what the problem is too. If you're gonna play in Florida, you might as well play for Miami.
A winning culture, we'll say that.
A winning culture. I mean, they've always drafted good centers. Shaq, Dwight, and then they trade them away in
Where's
two
Bol
seasons.
Bol.
Where's the
Bol
winning?
Bol.
Where's the winning concept in that?
You're right. I mean, I'm not saying that they were winners. I mean, they were winners outside of Orlando, but
Shaq went down the street to Miami and won.
yeah, you're right. But if there's nothing else, it's been a very fun, exciting episode of the post game. David, Lillian, and Emmett, thank y'all for joining. If you made it this far, please go leave a comment on how you feel about Bol Bol. And
prove them wrong.
most and yeah, we appreciate y'all for listening. And this has been the post game. Peace.